Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you have not already, please consider subscribing and helping us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Today we're taking a look at what sold on Mercari in the month of January. So I have pulled out every single plush sale, including the plush adjacent sales of Build-A-Bear clothes. So if it was a plush and it sold on Mercari in January, you're going to see it here today. And then as far as our other sales go, I just pulled out some highlights, things I wanted to specifically show you or talk about, whether it's because of the item itself, how much it sold for, or the brand. This is not all of our Mercari sales, but I think I give you a good idea here of what we sold on Mercari last month. I actually want to start by showing you this bundle of items. So this was a Carhartt button front men's shirt. And if you guys aren't aware, Carhartt is a pretty good brand. It's a bolo as far as I'm concerned. And when you find it, you want to source it. It included a pair of Democracy Absolution jean shorts. So Democracy has their Absolution and their Ab Technology lines, both in their jeans and their shorts. They have stretchy, slimming elastic inside of their waist. That's what they're known for. Women love them. They love any jeans that are slimming or shaping, but I love Democracy. It's one of my favorite brands. And I really like jean shorts. You guys know that. And these were a plus size as well. So these had a lot of good things going for them. And then we had a pair of Massimo mid-rise Bermuda jean shorts. Solid bread and butter brand. These are plus size. I get most of these in thread-up boxes or for 99 cents at the thrift. For the total order, they paid $50 and shipping. They paid $7.40 in shipping. I wanted to point this out because, one, it's always exciting when you sell a bundle. You guys know if I sell a bundle of items on any platform, you're going to see it in a what sold video because I always love when I sell a lot of items to one person. But this is something I get questioned about a lot, and it actually, this topic has come up in several conversations I've been in with other resellers recently. What do you do if a buyer purchases a bundle on Mercari and the label Mercari is providing is only reflecting the weight of one item out of that bundle, and you know the bundle weighs more, and the buyer had already paid for that shipping label? Go ahead and print the label and ship it, and Mercari will pay the difference. So if you have 3 things, let's say each of these weighs half a pound, you're looking at 1.5 pounds of stuff here. You can see a label the buyer paid for is going to be for up to a pound. It's okay. Mercari has put it out there and announced it that because they're offering the bundle option to their buyers now, their system isn't always going to add up how much it weighs correctly, but you can print the label that's provided. And if there's shipping due or it costs more, Mercari will take care of that for you. So you don't need to get stressed out or concern yourself with that. Just be excited that one person bought so much stuff. Of course, they get offers for doing bundles just like anywhere else. So basically, it's like they got the Massimo jeans for free. But you know what? I would have taken offers on all of these individually, and I'll let it happen. I love bundles. Okay, let's get into the plush and the plush adjacent. So these bows, I think, are something most resellers would just be like, I'm not even going to bother listing those. But I had them left over out of the Build-A-Bear wholesale lot I had purchased back near Thanksgiving. And you can see that some of them don't even have matches. We got 2 pairs of white, 2 pairs of black, and then like 4 random ear bows for Build-A-Bears that just don't have matches. I decided to just put them all together and see what happens. And you can see they paid $8 plus $4.30 delivery fee. I would not prioritize listing something like this, but this is just an example of things I will set aside to work on at a later date rather than redonating or throwing it away. I can make $6.34 extra on a wholesale lot I bought of tons of Build-A-Bear stuff that actually, after like the third sale of the Build-A-Bear clothing, the entire purchase was already paid for. So this is just extra profit, icing on the cake, or pinching out every little bit of profit I can, as I like to say. Next, we have a Nickelodeon Paw Patrol Rubble. So Rubble's one of those more saturated characters. Him and Chase and Marshall. They're going to sell for lower end bread and butter prices. The more obscure characters are going to sell for more, and it also depends on their size and their brand and everything as well. This guy sold for $7 plus the shipping. This is an Aurora Yoo-Hoo and Friends Big-Eyed Lemure. And I think I actually had someone send me a message and tell me that this wasn't a lemure and I needed to change my title. And I was just like, I'm going to leave my title the way I want it. But thank you for your input. You guys think this is a lemure? I think it is. The person that messaged me did not buy it, by the way. Just some random person saw the listing and decided to correct me, I think. But he did sell for $10 plus shipping. Here's some more Build-A-Bear shirts from that same lot of the bows and the other more profitable clothing that has already sold and continues to sell. These are just 3 t-shirts I had left over. They had some pilling, some minor discoloration. So in that lot, I had some really great items. And Jay had said that some of the stuff was going to be not perfect, and that's fine. And she had it packaged separately. So all of the items with defects or that weren't perfect were all together in a separate Ziploc bag. So I could set that aside and prioritize the really good stuff out of the lot. By the time I got through photographing and listing all of that, I had already sold the first 3 sales to pay for everything. And then I could focus on things like the bows and the single pairs of shoes and the little lots of plain or not perfect shirts and just keep making extra money. These sold for $8.25 plus shipping. Next, we have a vintage Mattel Popple. Do you guys remember Popples? I do. I'm old. I had a couple of Popples. So they were these little animals that rolled into a ball, and then they popped out into these big plushies. So they were called Popples. I think they might have had a cartoon. Did they have a cartoon, or am I thinking of Snorkels? If you know, let me know in the comments, because I really think the Popples also had a cartoon. I know the Snorkels did. Anyway, the Popples are vintage, of course, obviously, because I had one when I was a kid, and I'm an antique. If you find these in the wild, you definitely want to source them. This one even had a tear in his shorts and some damage, and we were still able to sell him for $23 plus shipping. A Scentsy Buddy Snail sold for $8 plus shipping. This makes me sad because there was a time when you could list Scentsy animals for $40 and $50. Stop racing to the bottom. Like every what sold video, there's at least several items I have to tell you I used to sell for 4, 5, 6, 7, 20,000 times more than what they comp at now. Stop racing to the bottom, folks. Price stuff at what they're worth. And if you really need to be first in line to sell your item, run a sale. I'll get off my soapbox. Just don't be a turd. This is a Kohl's Cares Dr. Seuss. Oh, say, can you say, Hooey Parrot. Kohl's Cares does do a lot of characters from children's books. I like their plush. They're solid bread and butter. I mean, they have some characters that can go for a lot of money, but most are just going to be bread and butter. Sold for $13 plus shipping. This is Tracker the Chihuahua, Paw Patrol. Now, this character himself, if he's a different brand or a little bit bigger, can sell for more. But this is the Beanie Boo. So he sold for $6 plus shipping. Valentine's Day teddy bear from Dan D, 30-inch jumbo. He sold for $14 plus they paid almost $19 to ship him because he's so big. I love the jumbo animals. Disney Sophia the First. This is Mia. She sold for $6 plus shipping. This is a vintage Lee's Babies. Have you ever seen the Lee's Babies? I'll show you what their tag looks like. It just says Lee's Babies. It is a vintage brand. I've had some that sell for 30 and 40 bucks, and some like Zoe sell for 15 plus 4 shipping. Zoe's from Sesame Street. Did I say that already? Another lot of Build-A-Bear clothes. So this was another of what I considered the leftovers after I'd picked out the best. I just had a couple of plain t-shirts and shorts and stuff that didn't really go with anything else or make outfits. So I just made a lot of 2 shirts, 3 shorts, 1 skirt. They paid $10.21 plus shipping. So that's all the plush that we sold on Mercari in January. Now we're going to jump into highlights of other items. Now these are generic. They have absolutely no brand, no tag. These came in the ThredUp box. I decided to list them and let it fly and see what happened. So we did use good keywords in the title. Acid wash, they're men's, straight leg, high waist, gray denim pants. We did put acid wash first. I figured out of all the words in the title, that was probably most important. And they still sold for $17. Now we did have free shipping on these, but with Mercari, you can use pirate ship to create your labels. And it's not guaranteed that the buyer's going to get priority versus ground. On eBay, when you sell jeans with free shipping on them, you've already selected priority or ground. And so you have to stick with what you advertise that the buyer bought them with. Mercari, there's no guarantee what they're going to get. So you can go to pirate ship, you can plug it in, and if the ground is going to be cheaper, you can go ahead and use that label. And that's what we do on a lot of our jeans on Mercari. And it's like $6 to ship. But this just shows you that you can sell absolutely, totally unbranded, no-name stuff for bread and butter prices. So, again, I say this all the time, but I do try to list every single thing I get in a wholesale lot because I want to get every bit of profit I can unless it's completely damaged or I can't list them. American Eagle. This is one of my best sellers as far as bread and butter brands on all 3 of our platforms that we sell on. These are the skinny flex jeans. These are new with tags. So they sold for $20.25. Banana Republic. These are men's. So you can see they sold for $28. You're not going to get $28 for women's Banana Republic jeans. In fact, I wouldn't source those. If they come to you in a ThredUp, list them. Don't seek them out on purpose. Men's Banana Republic, I would source on purpose if they were like 99 cents. Men's jeans can sell for a little bit more money, and they're usually going to sell better, and you're going to get less returns on platforms like eBay. So yes, these did sell for $28, and they are the Traveler, size 34. Next, J. Crew, $16. These have been around for a long time, and we were discounting them to let them go. And they're kind of weird. They're like this weird green color. But J. Crew is still a really good brand on Poshmark, and I list it everywhere solidly. I usually get about $20 for most of my J. Crew jeans. American Eagle stretch jean shorts. You can see they sold for $8.25 plus 6 shipping. Levi Strauss. These are boyfriend jeans. I like the boyfriend style of any brand. I think it's a popular style right now. These are size 8, which is not a popular size, and it's usually one that's harder to move. These sold for $23. Hollister. I love Hollister. I know a bunch of people think it's poop, and fine, more for me to sell. I love this brand. They sell very quickly. Not for a lot of money, but very fast. So it's a really quick return on your investment. These sold for $19. And these are the super skinny size 1, and they did have tags. And last but not least, I wanted to show you the very first piece of jewelry we ever sold out of all the jewelry that we've been sourcing. These are 2 bangles I put together that were in my jewelry lot. A dark blue and a teal. And I built the title to say 1980s plastic bangle bracelets, fashion, lot of 2, blue, because teal is a shade of blue, and then just women's costume jewelry. This was my very first jewelry sale, and the profit off of this was $14.31. My first 1 pound box of jewelry that I bought from Whistle Pig on Etsy was a $16 purchase. So the first sale of the 2 bracelets is $2 shy of paying for the entire box that I got 30 pieces out of. That was the 1 pound box. Since then, I've ordered a 3 pound box, and she sent me a sample lot of the different items that she sells. And yesterday I purchased a 6 pound box. So you guys will get to see that on the channel when I unbox it next week. And we have just started like getting those pieces of jewelry listed into all 3 of our platforms. So hopefully those will start selling as we get them listed. As with anything, you got to have a lot of listings before you start selling. So think back to when you were new and you had nothing listed on eBay. It usually took until you got to 1,000 listings of anything to get regular sales. And we do notice that the more plush we have in the store, the more plush we're going to sell. And I think the reason I actually do really well with a lot of these bread and butter brands that a lot of people say they don't like is because I have so many listed. If I have 1,000 pairs of American Eagle, I'm probably going to sell a lot more than someone who has 2 or 3 pairs of American Eagle. So it is a numbers game. So this was the first jewelry sale. I'm really happy with it. $2 shy of paying for the entire lot these came out of. And all the rest of the pieces have been either being listed or scheduled out to be listed over the past couple of weeks. And as they go in and we have more jewelry listed, hopefully we'll make more sales. But it seems like it's only going to take a couple of sales out of each box to pay for the whole box. And then it's just icing on the cake. I did go a little bit more into buying wholesale and how to project your profits and stuff in my last comic unboxing video. So I'm going to link that for you. If you didn't watch it, go ahead. Even if you're not interested in comics, there's some really good information in that video up front about buying wholesale, projecting your profits, what to expect when you buy that way, and how to determine if it's worth it for you. We did a math class. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything you saw in this video, selling on Mercari, reselling in general, anything at all, leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Until next time, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.